Preparing to live stream. Preparing
Got
to
it.
live stream. Okay, here we are. Let me go do the Twitter push. Got it. We are live right now, talking 2022. Copy all that. Go boom. And here, and bang. And here. Bang.
Dude, you went
I
around
always
the
wonder,
world.
like, if there's anybody like listening, like right at the very beginning.
Right.
You know,
Somebody like pops right in and they listen to you mumble.
Listen to me mumble about how we're sharing this on Twitter and Facebook, so we can go ahead and get more people to follow. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So if
Well,
you're
hey.
listening, hi, good evening.
If you're here already, yeah, throw us a comment, say you sound like an idiot or something. It'll be
Exactly right.
Is this thing on?
Yeah. All right, I think that's all the pushing. I pushed it real good. Pushing.
real good.
Pushing. Exactly. Gentlemen, how are you? How are you this evening? Welcome. How are you? It's nice to see you. It's been a while. We haven't sat down to do this in a while.
Yeah, it's the first love show in a bit.
Yeah.
We've
But feeling pretty good ish.
Yeah. I mean, hey, here's the deal. I'm wearing my when the DM smiles t-shirt. I'm in good spirits.
I like it.
Yeah.
I've got
we're
my
doing well.
my Strahd Squad shirt here.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
I'm not in D&D attire.
Yep.
You have your Batman hoodie?
Of course I do.
I'll take it.
My Batman hoodie is like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like my light jacket for the wintertime.
Exactly. I think every time we've gone live, you've been wearing that. Have you taken it off ever? Like since? I don't know.
Indeed, it gets hung up every night. Sometimes it even gets washed.
Ooh.
Sometimes.
How are things? So, you folks down in Connecticut, you getting any of this white flurry BS that is coming?
We're supposed to get it pretty awful in the morning.
Fabulous, yeah.
Right at this moment, it's pretty. The sun was out earlier. It was pretty bright.
It was a nice day.
Yeah, it was a nice day. So much so I had to actually close my shades because the glare on my work setup for my 9 to 5 was too much.
I mean, and we'll see what we actually get. They were actually running around today throwing salt on all the roads in advance, so maybe they mean it. But a lot of times, the first big winter advisory is hype. We'll see.
Yeah,
because it does say for northern New London County, and I personally, Lee's in kind of middle New London County. I'm solidly in southern New London County, so we'll see.
Yeah, you're near the water. Probably won't be great, but we expect it. They've already canceled school, so
they canceled school here too.
Yeah,
Nate's school canceled.
Yeah, up here they have no idea what the hell is going on. Like we might get an inch, we might get a foot. It could be anywhere in between. Who knows? Nobody has any idea because of the way that the storm is going, where it's a lot of moisture coming up from the south, and then this wicked cold front that's coming down from Canada. Who knows where it's going to meet? It might meet offshore. It might meet over the house. Who knows? And so, no idea.
All you needed was a green screen with like clouds going on with your hand motions. You could have been the
weatherman.
Over here,
yeah.
Shout out to John Madden. If I had like one of those squirrely pens, I would draw some movement and the X's and the O's.
Yeah. Rest in peace, John Madden. That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Cool. And just like, it's nice to be with you guys again. Like it's even been a while. I took a nice little break from recording for the holidays. That was pretty fat. That was pretty nice.
There was a lot going on for the holidays, so that was welcome. That was a welcome break. But hey, happy to be back and getting back into
in saddle and talking things and
exciting things going on.
Talking some really exciting things, and that's exactly.
We've got great stuff too.
We got great stuff. So good, so good.
I'm gonna try to jump the line here.
I know you really are. So we're gonna save that one for the end because that's but that's really what we're here to go ahead and sit down and talk about today. Is that we wanted to take a minute and talk about how some things on the channel are changing for 2022. We think for the better, and I would say that based on audience feedback and on even so far about how some of these things that we've already kind of set in motion, how they have been received by our adoring throng of fans. I would say that
y'all are amazing. We love you. Best fans in the world.
All changes. Exactly. Best fans in the world. Absolutely. Without You done messing with your camera there, Chief? Or-
Maybe.
He's trying to make sure he's got that perfect selfie shot going. That
I'm
it's
just
pretty.
I'm just glad he's wearing pants this time. Like that's
I know
I
he didn't get the
usually wear
camera angle
pants.
low enough that time it might have been a concern on a live show, didn't
It's
it?
official, folks. I have blue jeans on. Thank you.
Well, that
Oh,
makes one of us.
right. So now I'm wearing blue jeans.
What I was really trying to do is just not show this crappy chair I'm sitting in.
No, fair enough. Yeah. No, I too am sitting. I'm not in my nice office setup right now. I too am in a hard wooden chair. So it's but all that to go ahead and say, let's dive in here. So the first thing that we wanted to announce is that over the course of the last year, we were putting out 2 episodes a week. We were putting out our main content episodes on Saturdays. Those were a ton of fun. Generally deep dives right into Dungeons and Dragons, books of some variety or another, very D&D focused. And then on Tuesdays, we would bring you our side quest episodes, and our side quests could be anything from interviews with new game developers, or reviews of new games that are not Dungeons and Dragons, or reviews of the latest greatest movie or TV show that had drawn our attention. And so we're going to shuffle around the lineup a little bit here. All the role playing style stuff that was originally in our side quest, it's gonna slide right into our normal Saturday content with where it belongs, right? With all of the D&D content and all the game mechanic and all the game craft stuff that we love talking about. It's gonna slide in there with everything else.
And let's be honest, we're called Tabletop Journeys, not we started out just focusing mostly on D&D because it's where we were all the most comfortable. But as we've gone further and we've kind of learned what we're doing throughout the end of the last year, we've been bringing you some more side games and stuff. So it's all going to wind up in that one bucket.
So we're going to wind up in that one bucket.
Yeah. Towards that end, if you haven't seen, or if you haven't listened to rather, the actual play for our aliens that we did with Dads with Nerdy Ambitions podcast and 19 Hits the Dragon, we'll make sure those links are available, probably not during the live event, but immediately after. So come on back, listen again, see the link. We also had an amazing time with our friend Danilo from Thinking Critically on the Against the Dark Master actual play. Just loads of fun. And that is the most recent thing that we did as far as collaborations. We have some others that have been recorded. We haven't played yet. We're hoping that'll roll out in the next month or so.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be February.
We're hoping. Some of that's still under wraps, but we've got
waiting on all the authorizations for them to kick it off.
Have faith. It's going to be a real good time.
Have faith. Yeah. And because hopefully we will wait no more.
I was about to say, I don't know if it keeps going on, I'm going to be convinced that I can't wait anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
I will no longer have faith.
Yeah.
There will be no more of it.
Yep. But all that to go ahead and say that Tuesdays, since we're not going to be doing really the side quests that we were doing previously anymore, we're going to kind of roll those into our Saturdays. Our Tuesdays are free. And so for the foreseeable future, Tuesdays are going to be actual play Tuesdays. We're going to feature a variety of different games on Tuesdays. The kind of the flagship project for that is still going to be our Patreon actual play. That is a ridiculous good time where once a month we sit down with a handful of our Patreon subscribers to go ahead and we've been playing a lot of D&D, but we're going to start playing other games. That's all coming up. So those actual play episodes are going to live on Tuesdays. Any of our guest actual plays, so like Against the Dark Master, we've been talking to Kel from Often Queer Heroes, Aliens, exactly. Any of these guest APs are also going to appear on there. And so, we're really happy that kind of the actual play content has its own home on the channel now. And every Tuesday is going to be actual play content. So I'm really looking forward to that change in particular.
And numbers don't lie. So just based on what you guys out there are choosing to listen to the most, our actual plays are definitely, something that people are tuning into more. And we loved our side quest episodes with
Oh
being
yeah.
dedicated, but they just didn't generate as much response. But if you were one of those folks out there that loved them, don't worry. You may still, well, not you may, you will definitely still occasionally catch a special on a show or something that we can't resist. But
Oh yeah.
just
Yeah.
kind of realigning with what you guys are showing us that you want.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
and let's just talk a little bit more about the APs, because, like Josh said, we're going to continue our Patreon APs
Mhm.
with the D&D focused content that we've got going on. S- Pardon me. Starting this month, we're going to be recording our first Patreon non D&D session. We have dates nearly picked. I'll actually be rolling that out to the patrons post this meeting,
Hmm.
this live with the date selected, and then that should hopefully air sometime towards the end of February, depending on how the schedule works out.
Yep.
That looks to be a lot of fun. I'm not going to give a whole lot away. I'm just going to say it's a much more modern flair. So anybody who's dealt
Yep.
with me through the various Facebook tabletop modern games, because I'm on a lot of those boards.
Yep.
I got a lot of great content coming for
Yeah.
you, and kudos to all those folks who have provided me great feedback, helped me select the perfect game for our players,
Yep.
and I'm really jazzed. It's a game I've wanted to run fully for 25 plus years.
Yeah.
And I've only done a one shot here or there in the past. So now I'm going to really get this out of I will never get it out of my system, but I'm going to get this out to the world.
Right.
And I'm really looking forward to it.
Yep.
So it should be
Before
a
we roll
lot
on
of
more,
fun.
before we roll on more, quick shout out. Hey, Matt Kimberlin from Splinterverse Media on the YouTube channel right now, saying hi. So glad you're
Hey,
there
Matt,
checking us out. So
Hey, Matt.
nice to see you.
thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, so that's the first. So that's kind of the first big thing for 2022 is that Tuesdays are going to be actual play Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, actual play content, variety of different games, different shows coming up on that channel. But it's going to be every Tuesday is going to be actual play. So really looking forward to that change.
And
Um,
if you are a game designer, let's say you've done some kind of tabletop game and you want really good quality role players to play that game, Um, there's several different opportunities. We're going to talk about the biggest and best of those towards the end of this event. But there are many ways for which you can get in touch with us.
yep,
Do so. If you want us to run your game, whether it be a one shot or what have you, we can do that. And we have lots of different avenues. We have great collaborations with several podcasters. So you can
yep,
have some
Mhm.
other podcasters out there to help you out. But
yep.
I'll be honest with you, when you want your game to hit the people, call on the Tabletop Journeys patrons, because they
Yep.
are awesome.
They are awesome. Yeah, if you had a chance to listen to any of those Patreon AP episodes, like it has been intimidating to run that from a storyteller point of view because those players are so good. So it's a and you two certainly included in that. As we said from the very beginning, I think this was the first time I'd ever ran a game for you two, and so yeah, it was the other players in that group are just so stinking good. So um,
Yeah,
cool.
huge
So
good time.
huge
Yeah.
good time.
Yeah.
So talking about Patreon, this is the kind of the next big thing that we wanted to go ahead
Next
and
evolution.
announce. The next evolution in your TTJ experience here. We have launched a new, well, really two new Patreon tiers, but one in particular for everybody out there listening.
Right.
One thing that we kept hearing is the Patreon subscribers that we have and other people asking how they can support the show, ask how they can go ahead and help us continue to go ahead and do awesome things and bring awesome people. So we have launched a third Patreon tier
Mhm.
for individuals who want to go ahead and support the show. It is a $10 tier, so it's kind of the next level up from the other two that we have in the rotation. We're calling it our Adventurer tier. And, this is something that, we were brand new to the podcasting world. We were brand new to all of this stuff, and so we knew nothing. And so
Right.
opening up a third tier, it's been received very very well. It actually launched earlier today, and everyone seems to be very excited about what this tier is doing, and certainly to be frank, it helps us. It helps us make sure that the content that we're putting out there is as good as possible. And yeah, your support is always really appreciated. We have the best Patreons on the internet. We really
Absolutely.
do. We love you all,
With-
and we really appreciate your support.
Without a doubt, without our Patreons, the lights are off. With our Patreons, the lights are on. See what I did there?
Yeah,
You did.
I did see
That
what you
was
did there.
that was very chuckle
That
worthy.
was yeah.
Yeah. But in addition to that, I also want to say that the coolest thing about what we've done here is almost a little under a year ago we launched Patreon, and one of our first and primary things we said about it is we don't ever want to do a tier where we fall short of what we promise.
Yeah.
So we're never going to create anything until we know we can deliver.
At least God, we hope we're not.
Yeah, I mean,
because we're human. But yeah,
knock on wood, we
Yeah.
we are able to. But and so we want to make sure that when we make commitments, we meet commitments, and that's why this is the perfect time for this new tier, because the adventurers. Josh, why don't you tell them what the adventurers
Sure.
are going to get, and
Yeah,
just
so
folks know that this is something we are committed to. We are
Mhm.
we are already well on our way to
Yeah.
meeting the needs that we are proposing.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is probably the most exciting thing that I think that we have talked about to go ahead and roll out for this year. And it is all based on the success of the Traveler's Guide to World Building that came out earlier in December.
Right.
We got a lot of great feedback from that book, a lot of great suggestions for how to go ahead and improve and expand that. And so the long and the short of it is that we're going to be putting out now throughout the year here at least 4. We're planning on 4.
Four's the plan to start.
Books. 4 is the plan. Books. Up on DM's Guild. We're calling them our Traveler's Guides. And do we want to go so far as to say what the first one's going to be? Or are we going to hold that one close to the vest?
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Hey,
I think.
do that,
Wait.
right?
That's
Yeah,
a big announcement. I mean, should we?
It is a big announcement, and I mean we're live
pretty
here.
large.
We're live here on.
We are
Thursday.
live.
It's a
We
huge
didn't get
announcement.
like a banner or streamers.
We didn't
or...
get
Didn't.
it. No, it's.
I mean, I could do
Just
the.
no.
No.
So
No.
the first book is actually is well
I could
is
do
well
the,
on
I
its
could
way.
do the computer clap.
I am desperately trying to get back on here. See how hard this is. The
bad.
first book is well on its way with the new Wizards of the Coast book, Monsters of the Multiverse, coming out at the end of January. We have got the Traveler's Guide to the Multiverse set right now to be available on DM's Guild the beginning of February. It's really going to be a companion book to the Monsters of the Multiverse book.
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal. We're going to pack it full of player options, of really some fantastic storyteller adventure campaign options. I've been reading through the stuff that we've got on that stuff. It's going to be flipping fantastic. So
we've been hard at work for the last all the way over the holiday season. That's part of the reason it was good that we took a break on the recording.
Our recording break
creating.
was hard at work getting ready for
Yes.
this.
Getting ready for this book, exactly.
All of our initial ideas and fleshing them out. And actually right after this live show, we're doing our first cut meeting where we're going to go over all the stuff we've come up with first and kick it around and see what lands on the cutting room floor and determine our next step. So we're well on our way. Super excited.
I'll be crying by about 11:30 tonight after everything gets. No, I'm just joking. That's fine. No, but the reason why we're talking about this and we're combining it with the announcement of the Adventurer tier is that's going to be the big perk for the Adventurer tier on Patreon. Is that Adventurer level Patreons will get a complimentary copy of any book that we put out. Right now, like I said, we're planning on putting out 4 for the year. But adventurers, every time we put out a book, adventurer level Patreons get a complimentary copy of the book. So that's going to be the big benefit to that tier over the Kinfolk and Traveler tiers. So
digital.
Yeah.
Key word there, digital.
Yeah, digital, exactly right. Yeah, we're not doing hardback. We're not doing hardback books yet.
We're not doing hardbacks yet, but I believe at some point
I've been playing around with some ideas on that. Yeah.
But the digital
in theory with almost any quality digital publisher, as long as I've done a little bit, as long as you've also created a front cover, back cover, and spine, you should be able to set yourself up with print-on-demand services. So
Yep,
one
that's
way
fact.
or another,
Yep.
we ought to be able
Yep.
to work out hardcover at some point when we
Yep.
get a little bit further along in our
Totally.
game.
You know, but
Exactly.
really, I mean, this is the thing that you know, I won't speak for my compatriots too strenuously here, but I know that when we started this podcast, man, a little bit over a year ago now, this was the one thing that I think drove all of us was we wanted to tell stories. We wanted to share the stories that have been swirling around in our skulls for, you know, the better part of a century, you know, and we wanted to bring those to other people that wanted to go ahead and play them. And so getting into content creation, you know, we kind of dabbled with DM's Guild a little bit over the course of the last year. We had the Gothic characters packet, and we had a couple of other packets that kind of never
We're
really
still getting our
got
feet
saw the light
wet.
today. They're still, yeah. So we've been dabbling a little bit here, but this is, I'll tell you, based on the stuff that's going to be in this first book here, this is no longer a dabble. We're jumping in here to go ahead and really put out a good quality product and really share some of the stuff that's been beaten around. So I'm really looking forward to this particular step. I think that this is going to be a lot of fun,
I do too.
and I think it's going
It's
to be
going to be
really
great.
cool.
We sat down in 2021 with a long list of goals, and long term, short term for that year, and what steps we had to accomplish or what things we had to accomplish to be ready for the next level. 2022 is that it's the next level. We are at the point where putting out a quarterly book is not only doable, it's a thing we want to do. So we're going to do it. And we are so jazzed, so excited that everybody's going to have that opportunity to see all those things that we've put together for you.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm not sure what else to go ahead and say about that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
solid.
That's solid.
Yeah.
I gotta love that.
2022, it's going to be one heck of a year. We've got
I
some
mean,
great stuff.
we
I'm
got some
so
great
excited.
stuff. Even just like this first quarter of 2022. So we did not put it out an episode on January 1st. We have episodes edited in the can, but we just wanted to go ahead and make sure we kind of hit the beginning of the year here right. And our episode coming out this Saturday is a great one. Honestly, it's we're starting our dive into the Strixhaven Curriculum of Chaos book. And it's going to be a 2-part episode where we dive into that. We haven't even recorded the second part yet. It's coming up soon, though. To go ahead and dive in and talk about the quest material, but we're talking first about the player material. You know, I will not spoil what that episode entails, but there's some hearty discussion.
Yeah, there's good discussion. I will say this, as is usually the case with our book reviews,
Mm-hmm.
while we share things in common with other content creators,
Mm-hmm.
we have our own specific take that is pretty uniquely TTJ.
Yep.
And I think you're going to like what we have to say, and you're going to take what we're talking about and what we've mentioned and be able to take this WotC product and do some good things with it and enjoy the pieces that need to be enjoyed and find ways to work with other things.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Right. Very
Yeah.
politically ambiguous. Well said.
Well, you're just gonna have to tune in on Saturday and listen to the first part of the episode here to see how we came down on at least the non-quest part of the book here. And you know, and again for the second episode, we're going to kind of break our mold here a little bit, and we're going to actually break down the quest material that's in the Curriculum of Chaos to go ahead and see if diving into those chapters answer some of the questions that we had on the surrounding material, because
Right.
you know, the more that I have thought about this, the more I think it's got to, right? Like it has to.
I think it will, because as I said, I read part of it, even though it was ahead, specifically because reading just the player version left me wanting. It was like, wait, I thought it was going to talk to me about this
Yeah.
and this.
Yeah.
So I actually read a little bit further, and it does
Giving
have
away the
more
milk.
stuff.
Giving away the milk.
Hey, I'm not giving nothing away.
That's right.
I will say this: I've already read at least the first bit of the quest material, and I'm not giving away nothing. You want to hear my thoughts on it, whether it's a positive or a critique. That's what that second episode is going to be for. But I have an opinion.
Yep.
And I think it'll be well. I think we're going to have
Right.
some good discussion about about those opinions.
Well, there's a shocker, ladies and gentlemen, that that Lewanika Miller, all the way down in Connecticut, has an opinion. Like
Yeah.
I think that this might be the first time I've ever heard you say that you only have one opinion though. Like that
Oh,
might be the problem.
yeah.
That's
On this topic, I have an opinion.
yeah, an opinion exactly. So
Actually, I probably have two or
Yeah.
three. But
Shock.
the milk is
Well,
staying
you
in
know
the
what
fridge until the
you know
episode
what they
is
say
released.
about opinions, though, right?
They're wonderful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's got them, and they're wonderful.
Yep.
We should
They're like belly
discuss them
buttons.
all.
Yeah, everyone's got one and they all stink.
Yep. No,
Yep.
no. Opinions are great.
We want them.
Ah.
And speaking of which, if you have an opinion about any of the things we've discussed, will discuss, or have discussed in the past, please let us know. We'll be
Yeah.
happy bits.
Yeah, let's just go over real quick. I'm sure that anybody out there listening or watching this video knows how to get in touch with us, but just in case you have lived on a rock away from the TTJ broadcasts for the last year, we love to hear from our fans. We love to hear from everybody, except for the spam bot that's currently in our YouTube channel talking about clothing. We don't want to hear from them. But anybody else, feel free to contact us on Twitter at TTJ at TT Journeys. There we go. Search for us on Facebook. You can find us just look for Tabletop Journeys on Facebook. Join the group, join the discussion. That'd be fantastic. If you want to drop us an email, you can always do that at podcast@ttjourneys.com. Yeah.
And
we want to hear from
always,
you.
if you really want to get into the actual plays or check out the new tier structure, hit us up on Patreon.
Exactly. Yeah. Patreon.com/ttjourneys. Yep.
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 We also
steal
still
your thunder there, Glenn.
maintain our swag store at Teespring. And those links will be listed as well. So you can get great things. We've got face masks. We have all kinds of other cool stuff that are interesting and fun to wear. You got little kids. We've got onesies, hoodies, you name it. TTJ all the way.
I am wearing my custom TTJ hat with the blue diamond logo. That is not yet on the site, but that's
soon. Coming soon. He's got a prototype.
I might need a brighter blue actually. That's like
it does blend a little bit.
Yeah.
We
It just
can
looks like a black hat. Yeah. So
we can jazz that up a little bit.
Yeah. But
so we have the prototype.
Exactly.
And
OG,
did you give the links for the current publication, Collaborative World Building book, Josh?
Well, the link is a weird one, but if you just go to DM's Guild and look for the Traveler's Guide to Collaborative World Building, or if you look at us on Twitter, you can see the link in there. If you join our Facebook group, we sent out that link probably about 507 times as of right now. So, but the Traveler's Guide to Collaborative World Building, we would love more people to go out and get that. We are so close to copper level. It'd be fantastic to go ahead and get our first major book at copper level on DM's Guild. But I will say too that without any sense of exaggeration, the support that we got for that book is helping to fund us doing the next book. It is funding the art and everything that we're able to put into the Traveler's Guide to the Multiverse, which is going to be the next book that comes out in February. So thank you very much is all that I'm trying to go ahead and say with that. So.
Yes, thank you very much for all of the support, whether it's through our products, our Patreon, just sending us a comment, or
just listening to what we have to say.
Yeah, we really do. We really do have the best fans on the internet, and I know that every other podcast says that, but we mean it. So, all right, gentlemen. Anything else that any other thing we want to drop out here for tonight, or anything else we want to say to our adoring fan?
I'm just letting Matt know that we will get that Teespring link for him very soon.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. We will absolutely drop that. So
nice. Yeah, no, we definitely can do that.
Yeah. Hey, anybody that wants to exactly. Yeah. Go ahead.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, fine. I was debating whether or not I wanted to go ahead and officially, because I'm not, with all the other stuff we've got going on, I didn't want to put out something that we can't, but I'm gonna.
Ooh, is the thing coming?
It is.
Yes.
So we do have one other thing starting this year. It's another version of an actual play of sorts. But basically, I'm going to be playtesting and world building with a copy of The Adventurer from the solo play episode quite a while ago. I've been working on it for a while, and it's working
Links will
on
follow.
and it's working on the Boiling Seas world that I've been building. If you're any of my players who have played in it, and it's going to be following. Basically, it's going to be the tales of Revelry the Bard. I'm not going to give you any spoilers beyond his name, that he's from the Boiling Seas, but new posts, because this will be on the blog. It'll be written. Should come out at least every 2 weeks to start. I'm hoping to become weekly, but there is a solid amount of work into making sure everything's done and right before it goes up for publication. So at the moment, hoping for every 2 weeks, starting on the 15th.
Awesome.
So keep an eye out for that. Or did I didn't actually look at it around the 15th because I haven't looked at days yet. Yeah, the 15th is a Saturday. Perfect.
Yep.
And hopefully, people will enjoy that too. And I'm really looking forward to feedback and seeing what people think. But and if you've ever thought about any of those solo play games when you can't get a group together, or you're just sitting around really itching and you don't have anybody to play with, you can always play with yourself.
I'm sorry. That was me trying to keep a straight face.
Yeah,
I went every other way I could with that the whole time. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself this once. Apologies.
Hey,
This is a family show.
As we clearly established in the blooper episode, Glenn,
You're the one.
You're the one. You're the one with the dirty sense of humor that can
Not
make me
true.
laugh. Like,
Not true. Every single dude on this show does.
Yeah.
I just hide it less.
sweet.
I was gonna say, yeah. Rogue's gonna rogue. That's all I'm saying. One of us is a big burly fighter that just stumbles on in. The other one keeps to the shadows.
Yeah. and ironically, I think I'm the only one of the three of us that's ever put on armor and fought people.
I've put on armor,
I
but
put on body armor.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, that doesn't count.
well, yeah, he's got the military going
That's
on.
true, yeah.
I mean,
careful what toes you're stepping on.
Hey, no.
To be fair,
I ain't going there.
it was bugle sticks, but I put on some stuff and knocked some folks around.
That's fair enough.
But no, full on combat in the SCA. Josh definitely takes the cake.
That's all you.
Something that most of us have attempted.
Yeah. Well, that's because you guys are smarter than I am.
I wasn't going to say it out loud, man. I wasn't going to shame you like that.
Yeah. No.
Hey, man,
fair
I put
shame
out
away.
Took a few too many hits in the head with the claymore.
I put out your shoulder playing football. Can you imagine if I got you in with an armor and some padded weapons?
That's those weapons aren't padded. Anyway, that's a whole
nother show. We should talk about that someday.
But Glenn, I am super excited that the stories of Revelry the Bard are going to be coming because from the stuff that I have read, kind of previewing that for you, they're a really good time, and so I'm really glad that those are going to be coming out. That's going to be awesome. So
I'm really looking forward to
I've got
that.
about 5 done now, and I think I've only put out a couple for y'all.
Cool. Yeah, I think you only sent the first couple to us. I'm looking forward to seeing the next one. So.
And that was the key. I had to get enough done that I was still enjoying it before I told you all I was going to do it.
Totally.
Because otherwise, if we did it immediately and then 3, and I'm like, man, this sucks. that would have blown.
So,
but no, I'm having a great time with it. So hopefully
awesome.
y'all will enjoy it too.
So, all right.
Awesome.
I think that is our time, gentlemen, because we've got some work to do on the new book. If we want to go ahead and get that out, so everybody out there listening, thank you very much as always for tuning in. We're really looking forward to what's coming up in 2022. We hope that you are too. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for continuing to let us pick up this crazy hobby that we have picked up because man, it is an awful lot of fun, and so thank you for your support and thank you for encouraging us to keep going. So
absolutely,
you got it.
Yeah, y'all have a great night. We're gonna go make some cool stuff for you.
Yeah,
you bet.
Looking forward to it.
Hey,
hear more about it.
In fact, we're gonna make a book that is legendary.
Very nice.
Well done. Nicely done.
I try.
You got the branding in there. Good night, everybody.